You're listening to a New York Yankees episode of the Jacob Valk Show. He's breaking down the team's latest goings-on as only he can. Follow him on Twitter at RealJacobValk. Here he is, Jacob Valk.
Hello, Yankees fans! Welcome to another New York Yankees episode of the Jacob Valk Show. I am the Jacob Valk, and you're not. Last week I came to you with a sky is falling mentality. I was calling for blood. I wanted Marcus Timms gone. I wanted PJ Pelletier gone. I was saying that the Yankees shouldn't make a move at the deadline. It's not going to mean anything. Aaron Boone needs to be on the hot seat. Brian Cashman needs to be on the hot seat. Well, a lot can change in a week. The Yankees have won 5 out of their last 6. They swept a solid Blue Jays team, and they won a series against a really good Oakland team. I don't want to say all is right in the Bronx, because it's not. But they've certainly righted the ship. There's no question about that. Now, the reason I say that not all is right in the Bronx is because the Yankees are still a ways away from the playoffs. They are 4.5 games behind the Red Sox, and they're 4 games behind the Rays for the second wildcard spot. Now, that is a deficit that can be overcome. It's June 21st. There's plenty of time to make up 4 and 4.5 games. But it just shows that the Yankees dug themselves into a really big hole with their lousy play earlier this month. And it's going to be tough to dig out of it. I'll repeat what I said last week. What are the holes that the Yankees have? Center field. You'd like to add another starter. Maybe 2, but let's say 1. Make it easier. And maybe you'd like to fortify the bench a little bit. You're going to need to give up a lot of prospect capital to do that. Is that the best way to go? Do you think that if you make those moves, you're a World Series contender? I don't know. I'd lean towards no, but there's no question that they've had a good week. They've inspired some confidence in me. They're playing good baseball. There's no question about that. They're doing a better job of manufacturing runs. Their base running has been better. They almost look like a different team. You've got to be good to turn 2 triple plays in 3 days. That is nothing short of incredible. There are teams that go full seasons without turning triple plays. The Yankees turned 2 in the past 3 days. They've turned 3 in 31 days. Give the Yankees credit for taking advantage of the Blue Jays' stupidity. It's one of the most wild triple plays you'll ever see. It's the first 1-3-6-2-5-6 triple play in baseball history. Bo Bichette did a terrible job of base running. I mean, he's a young kid, I get that, but he's Dante Bichette's son. He's got to know better than that. His father had to be rolling his eyes after watching that. It was almost Yankees-like to do what Bichette did. You see Marcus Semien not break for home plate because Michael King was able to get the ball. That was the right decision by Semien. Instead, Bichette, instead of freezing at second and making it second and third 1 out and giving the Yankee killer, Randall Grichuk, a chance to break the game wide open, you break to third. Then Bichette tries to go back to second. The throw goes to second. During that, Semien tries to go home. That's the right play to try to catch the Yankees napping. He doesn't. Then when Semien turns back to third, which is the right decision, Bichette makes another terrible decision. Marcus Semien did nothing wrong on this play. Neither did Vlad Guerrero. The triple play was caused by Bo Bichette. If Bichette just looks at Semien when the ball is hit, he goes back to second. But if Semien had done this, it's just a double play. A bad double play, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather have a runner on third, 2 out, than have the inning be over. Once you see the runner going back to third, if you're Bo Bichette, you need to go to third yourself. You will get third base there. Semien will be called out. Just a terrible lack of fundamentals by a young Blue Jays team. The second triple play, you can't blame anyone. That was just a fantastic job by the Yankees. Maybe you blame Sean Murphy for hitting into the triple play, but that's tough. You've got Chapman struggling. He was dealing with a nail issue. I don't understand why he didn't just bite the thing off, but he was struggling all throughout that inning. The Yankees were clinging to a 2-1 lead. You put runners on first and second, nobody out, on 2 straight walks. You're asking for trouble. I mean, Chapman just couldn't find the strike zone for the life of him. But it turned out that he was just setting up the triple play. The Yankees have turned 3 triple plays this year. Like I said, that's the most ever in their franchise's history, and tied for the most that a team has ever turned in a single season. And I was there. I see the ball being hit to Urshela. It's close enough to third where the thought went through my head, oh my God, they have a chance at turning a triple play. The throw goes to second. Tony Kemp is out. Then you remember that Sean Murphy, the catcher, is running to first. He doesn't have good speed. So LeMahieu fires to first. Chris Gittens with a good stretch. They turn the triple play. A 5-5-4-4-3 triple play. Played beautifully by the Yankees. That is the first walk-off triple play in Major League Baseball since Eric Bruntlett turned an unassisted triple play against the Mets when he was with the Phillies on August 23rd, 2009. I'm getting all this from CBS Sports, by the way. It's the first walk-off triple play with a 1-run lead since the Reds did it against the Cardinals on May 30th, 1967. It is the first walk-off triple play in Yankees history. They did it twice when they were the Highlanders, once in 1903 and then in 1911. Aroldis Chapman has been on the mound for 2 of the Yankees' 3 triple plays this year. Michael King was on the mound for the triple play that was turned against the Blue Jays because of Bo Bichette's stupidity. My father turned to me with this childlike wonder on his face, and he said, "That's the first triple play I've ever seen live." My father's been going to baseball games for 57 years. I'll tell you, I was happy to be there for him. To be there for that experience. On Father's Day, to share that with him, that meant a lot to me. The Yankees are the 11th team in baseball history to turn 3 triple plays in a season. The only other teams to do it in the modern era, the 16 White Sox, the 79 Red Sox, the 65 Cubs, the 24 Red Sox, and the 11 Tigers. The Yankees may not run the base paths well, but I'll tell you, it does take a level of intelligence to turn a triple play. So while the Yankees may not be a smart base running team, they certainly are a smart fielding team. Give these guys credit. They're on the right track. They're not where they want to be yet, there's no question about that, but I feel better about them now than I did a week ago. And just one other thing before I let you go. The 3 triple plays that the Yankees turned in 31 days is the shortest span in baseball history. The 79 Red Sox turned their 3 triple plays in 36 days. Shout out to Mike Axisa for that article. You'll get another one of these shows next week. Brooklyn Nets offseason preview comes your way Wednesday night. Regular episodes of the Jacob Valk Show come your way every weekday afternoon. Until next time, I am Jacob Valk saying that I once froze my butt off and got it kicked during the same baseball game.